The most inspiring learning that I'm bringing from this experience in itself is the many different identities of people. Because, say for example, in Lithuania, I don't know any, or at least not a lot, of like non-binary or trans people. And here I've met quite a few of them. And it's just giving me a lot of new perspective, just a lot of new knowledge about like what they're going through, and maybe even how can I help them. And it's also just really motivating me to find people like that in Lithuania as well, and perhaps even connecting the people in Lithuania with the people that I have met, so that they can relate and find people in the community as well. Because I feel like that's very important, especially in countries where there isn't a lot of information about this.
The idea that I had was to gather LGBT plus youngsters from all around Europe to talk about our community, to discuss the different topics that interest us, and especially to have an approach that deals not only with activism, so how to go in the streets and talk to the society to raise awareness about the issues that are dear to us, but also to have an approach with research. So we need to know our community. We need to know which are the issues and the characteristics of our community in order to demand our rights.
The most inspiring moment during this exchange for me was when we were reading letters from the love box during the second night at the bonfire. We were just connecting in such a magical way, and I would like to apply this back home in my organization.
For me, the most inspiring moment and the whole exchange was seeing people of different creeds, different nationalities, different backgrounds meet together and discuss issues that they passionately care about. Issues that should not define us, but nevertheless, in this day and age, still make us feel uncomfortable. It was nice to see also not only LGBT people, but also straight ones fight for a cause that they feel important to them.
My most meaningful experience during this project, I think, is the whole project, just the ability to be free, to be yourself, to feel safe, to express yourself however you want, to meet other people like you, to feel free and to feel safe. And there's just the general thing that there's no specific activity that is my favorite. Just this whole experience has been amazing, and I'm very glad I came here. So I'm just very thankful for the chance that I was able to participate in this project.
I remember the most interesting moment in this project when we were in the forest and looked from the top of mountain. I am very glad to see the nature and the southern Italy.
The most important moment in this project for me personally was just before we did the flash mob in front of the palace. All of us were sitting on the grass with rainbow flags flying around us and blowing balloons and talking to each other, people walking by, and you feel the sense of security and belongingness, and that you're all the same, and it made me realize that the fight that we are fighting, I'm not fighting for my rights, I'm fighting for all those people to be safe and to be who they love and who they are in public and not be discriminated and just live like everybody else does.
One, I think, of the most magical moments from this project was the feeling that I got after we did the flash mob. We did the flash mob in front of the Regia di Caserta, which is a huge palace. I think people said it was one of the largest palaces in Europe even. And it was very, very fascinating to me because we're in the south of Italy and we're expecting actually a lot of homophobia from what we've heard about this region. And we did the flash mob that was quite in the face. We had a huge rainbow flag and several smaller rainbow flags and a lot of balloons in the shapes of hearts, and we're very open and loud. And
I don't know, after we finished with the flash mob, we took together all the materials that we had from before, and we went away, and I got this amazing feeling that they usually only get after a pride parade or some demonstration or protest or something like this, like a very, very strong sense of community.
One of the most beautiful moments I shared with people here was actually the realization of our flash mob. In the moment we had to cooperate, like 40 people from different nationality with different personality had to cooperate together in order to get something done all together as a group. It was actually quite interesting to observe and quite amazing to live. And at the end the results were like even more successful than what we thought that would be. And really realizing something all together kind of seemed magical at the end.
I had created a space where all these people, youngsters that belong to minorities, can find safety and freedom to express themselves and work together, realizing that they are not alone, that they have a group of people around them that first of all experience their same issues, their same discrimination, that have in common with them experiences that are very powerful, like coming out, struggles in school, in society, out in the streets.
We grow higher and we grow as human beings, and we grow as individuals who has all the potential to go back in our countries and do impact there and make change happen.